Right on time. All of them? All right. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Thanks so much for joining us. Does everybody feel the stress coming on? We got the countdown 10 days till Christmas. And happy Hanukkah for those that celebrate. But yeah, it's a crazy busy time of year. And today we're bringing a topic that tends to come up towards the end of every year. We're going to talk about New Year, same you, how to create real health changes that last, right? Because there's so many that start, and I think they say typically by March, stop. So that's about the 3 month mark, right? Which is common when people try to implement change, right?
Yeah.
It's
Too
not
much at once.
Yep. So we're going to give you, this is a little bit of a different approach, and I like it because it's not the same stuff that you normally hear. Because I mean, it was funny. I had the radio on this morning. We're listening to obviously all the Christmas music now, and they had a whole poll of like what are the biggest New Year's resolutions, and it's the same stuff every year. You know, like move more, eat healthier,
Lose
save
weight.
money, lose weight. Yeah. So again, this is focused on health, and we're going to address a different topic. But before we do, or not a different topic, a different way. Before we do, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Leave us comments, ask us questions, and if your question pertains to the topic today, you will get answered live, or we try to answer as much as we can.
Yeah, get more of your friends and family on these calls because I love to see all the comments and questions that come in.
Right, and share these. If someone can't join live, share them, please.
Hi, Kelly.
The more we spread the info, the better, guys.
Hi, Danielle.
Okay, so most people don't fail at their, we're speaking of New Year, but most people don't fail their New Year's resolutions because they lack motivation. They fail because they're fighting against like their normal biology, right? We're too aggressive, we're pushing things too hard, and we're starting in the wrong area. Again, talking about health.
Yeah.
And New Year's motivation tends to be it's predictable and temporary, right? And that's what we don't want. Like we just said, it's the same common things over and over again. It tends to be temporary, dropping off around that 3 month mark, which is kind of the average. So the real issue is we're trying to change our behavior without changing physiology. So we're kind of doing things in the wrong order. And that's personally why I feel things don't tend to stick. So like we want to, the struggle's real, but we want to make the struggle a little bit more normal and make it easier. So the brain, we always prefer things that are more familiar for ourselves, not necessarily, not just this big, strong, I'm going to do better. We have to work with what's familiar with ourselves and our bodies. We're all very different. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But knowing health-wise, blood sugar swings, nutrient deficiencies, inflammation, poor sleep, all things you hear us talk about all the time will sabotage your willpower. And if we're not addressing those first, then therefore your goals are going to be sabotaged.
Yeah.
And also stress hormones override good intentions. So that's again another reason why we're like fighting our biology, right? We tend to cause ourselves more stress by doing certain things.
That just happened to me this morning when I was trying to get out of the house to go to the bus stop with my 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to yell and scream, but if you're laying on the couch and we're about to miss the bus, I'm like,
stress hormones
get moving.
Good intentions. Yeah. So we don't need a new you. This is you. So it's not a new year, new you, right? It's the same you, but we need to support you better. Right. So again, we're trying to fight against these things. We want this major change, and it just has this like negative rebound effect. So I'm going to pull these. I pull these like three, if you want to call them pillars together, or the three topics, and we're kind of going to go through them, a little bit of strategy. So first, we need to stabilize before we optimize. So you can't build good habits on a dysregulated body, right? It's not going to work. You're fighting against it. What do they say? It's an uphill battle?
I mean, yes, that's what they say, but does that seem like, is that sort of analogous to building like a house on a bad foundation? Are you still trying to
definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
So invest in the time and the money and.
Yep. And obviously this stuff goes for year round, but the reason I'm pulling it all here now is because we always try to make these aggressive changes when it comes to New Year. And you always hear that new year, new you. But I don't like that because you're not changing. You are who you are. We're just going to change a few little ways we do things. So it's definitely the same thing about you can't build that house on a poor, foundation. So remember, you cannot build good habits on a dysregulated body. So the goal, step one, is to regulate your body better, right?
Okay.
Just a few practical strategies that are so easy, and you hear us say these a lot, so easy to implement. Like eat your protein first. Focus on that protein.
Love that goal.
Right?
Yeah, I love that tip.
Right? Why? Well, if you're optimizing protein first, you're going to feel fuller throughout the day. You're more satiated. You're supporting your muscle, which helps us increase our metabolism. I mean, there's so many things that come with making sure we're getting the protein. So it's so simple to do. Just have your protein first.
So when you're standing in the kitchen in the morning and you're like, you know what, I'm feeling pretty hungry for some breakfast right now. You're like, do I do the cereal?
Right.
Or, do I just make some scrambled eggs real quick?
Right. What's the right choice?
I feel
Optimize
like
protein.
Right. To optimize the protein, you're going to go with the egg option or whatever the protein option would be.
Yep. And also
But
easy.
it's tempting to go with the cereal.
Tempting because it's also easy.
Easy.
It's easy. Cereal's easy.
So is scrambled eggs.
It is. And that's funny, actually, talking about the scrambled eggs. One of our daughters just had a volleyball tournament this weekend. And I was trying to ask her, like, we have to leave the house at 5:30 in the morning. So I said, what do you want me to pack you to eat in the car? And she was like, I want an egg sandwich. I was like, oh my gosh, really? You want an egg sandwich? You want me to make an egg sandwich at 5 o'clock in the morning? But then I thought about it. In the middle of me packing a cooler, I just put some scrambled eggs
Right.
on the stove. And I
bagel.
toasted some toast and put some avocado on it. And it took me a minute. Right. No big deal. Right.
Yeah. 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes. There you go. But if also we make very simple options too, guys.
Yeah.
We have our protein powder, we have our chocolate, our vanilla. Very easy, if we need to be easy options to get in that high quality 20 grams of protein, 100 calories. To make sure again you're eating your protein first. Okay, next one is hydrate. Hydrate with a hydration amplifier, two flavors, or lemonade or watermelon. Hydrate before caffeine. So first thing in the morning, what do we all tend to do? I need to wake up. Where's that caffeine? Pour the cup of coffee, whatever it is. Hydrate first. You need to optimize your body first, right? So hydrate with your electrolytes before you reach for like our coffee or our E3, however you start your day, right? Whatever caffeine choice you do. Hydrate
That's
first.
an easy one.
So easy.
If you guys aren't doing that, you should add that. You should just do that. Just go for that cup and add the electrolytes and drink the cup first.
Yeah, all you have to just
Drink it first.
Just drink it fast, slam it down.
I do it every day without thinking. I mean, the protein one with versus cereal a little harder, but sure.
But the hydration.
The hydration very
Pretty
easy. Very easy.
Minerals before motivation. Make sure you're taking your vitamins and minerals every day. Your multivitamins.
I was trying to say
and your magnesium.
Yeah.
But this is not like you need to take these. It's not like in that order, like, okay, I have to take these now and then I'm going to be motivated. It's just more or less making sure you're optimized in your vitamins and minerals before you actually try to have this motivation for yourself. Because if you're nutrient deficient, right, you're going to be fighting that uphill battle. And this is a big one. I think this might be one of the most important. Fix sleep support before adding workouts. So if you are not getting adequate sleep, or if your sleep suffers in some regards, you're waking up in the middle of the night, like your sleep is not optimized, and then you go, I need to start moving more and adding in these workouts. You're fighting against yourself. You're going to just wear yourself down. Optimize that sleep first. We have supplements that help with that. We have our CBN sleep gummies. They work wonders. If you live in the US, they look wonders for sleep. We also have, magnesium. If you're deficient in magnesium, guys, you're not going to be getting that good quality
that's
sleep.
going to change your sleep by itself.
You have to be taking the magnesium. And we also have our sleep patches,
patch.
which give you that extra support that you need. But optimize your sleep first. So if you're going into the new year and you're like, I suck at sleeping, make that your number one goal. Then stack on. I love to talk about stacks with supplements, but it's also stacking with lifestyle. Optimize your sleep. And then when you're sleeping great, then add in those workouts, add in them moving more. I mean, you've got to do these things in the right order so you don't fight against yourself. Big things. And then also, right here, why I have this out, this is our foundational 5-pack. I personally think it's mandatory for everybody. It is a baseline nutrient repletion. Baseline. This is simple, guys. You have to be doing this every day. You have your multivitamins like we talked about, your magnesium, a must. Vitamin D. We know this. We know we need a vitamin D. Why with K2? Why is vitamin D paired with K2?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Just fat, they're fat soluble and helps improve the D3's utilization. Also improves the calcium utilization as well. So it needs D3, if you're gonna take, needs to be taken with K2.
Yeah. So if you're taking a different D3 by another company, I'm glad you're taking D3, but you gotta pair it with D2.
K2.
K2. That's why we have it here. Factor 4, inflammation. It's our omega-3 product, but it also has CoQ10, garlic, and turmeric. I mean, so powerful, has to be taken. And then probiotic gut support. You got to support your gut. So this foundational 5-pack is our like live good support. You have to be doing this too before you go on to the next steps of things. You have to be optimized, and your nutrients have to be repleted, right?
Right.
So this becomes it's a non-negotiable foundation.
You know, it's funny. There's a comment here that says, David says, my sleep is terrible, all caps, terrible. Well, what is terrible, right? Start there. I mean, if you're not measuring and monitoring your sleep, monitor your sleep a little bit, see what your sleep scores look like, where are you lacking, what's going on, and then start to adjust and tweak accordingly, but focus on it. Look, it's weird. David, once you acknowledge and you want to learn and get better at sleeping, you'll start to open yourself up to all of the scientific literature out there, the things you can do. And there are a lot of things you can do.
Yeah. And go ahead, you can
Some of
email me
them-
too. I have
yeah,
lots
Lisa's got
of
them all.
tips and tricks because I was not born a good sleeper. Well, maybe I was when I was a baby, but
Right.
I'm not a good sleeper. But I sleep great now, but I work on it. I have to work on it every single day, every night. Otherwise I'm not going to sleep well. Okay. Pillar, if you want to call it pillars, pillar number 2, reduce friction, not just add effort. So most resolutions fail because they add too much too fast, right? So what you're jumping into, I'm going to work out 6 days a week come January 1st. Well, I mean, if you haven't been working out, that's a little aggressive. Or I'm going to go on this diet, whatever. I hate the diet, but you're going to go on this extreme diet. You're going to not eat carbs, or I'm just giving examples of what, crazy things people do. It's just such an aggressive approach. I mean, if you said, hey, I'm going to start my year off with keto and I'm going to stay on it for a couple months to kickstart, that's a different, but like to aggressively say you're just going to do something and try to stick with it for this long haul, it's too much. So a little creative strategies, going back to our habit stacking. But with this one, I want to say, attach supplements to routines you already do. If you are, I don't have it here.
What are you looking for?
Hold on one second.
Better, it's got to be.
Okay, if you are working out, but you're not taking essential aminos, stack this supplement to your workout. You will be more optimized, 100%. Also, our creatine. I mean, I can start pulling everything in. If you're not taking creatine, but you're working out, take the creatine. If you are eating a healthy diet, right, you're eating really well, but maybe you're lacking fiber, add the fiber in. So stack the supplement to whatever already lifestyle health measure you're already doing. So, or habit, lifestyle, healthy habit you're already doing. What are other ones you can think about? Yeah, I mean,
2 good examples.
Yeah,
I mean,
those are great examples. Think
grab
about
any-
the protein, add
right.
the protein in. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, we can just keep going on with it and pull them out. But another great suggestion is one anchor habit per day. So like focus on one specific behavioral habit change per day. Doesn't mean you need to stick with them all 100%, until you get routine and comfortable with it. But the same thing I was pulling with the fiber. Like today I'm going to focus on optimizing my fiber and get that into your routine. It doesn't have to be day. You could also do a week. If you want to move a little slower. I like slower. I think slower is more sustainable. I need to start increasing my protein. So this week, I'm going to start working on my protein. By the time you do it for the week, it's going to be really easy to carry on to the following weeks. So like maybe take 1 week at a time and add one of these supplement stacks in. Remove decision fatigue. So some people thrive on routine. I like routine. Same breakfast, same supplement timing. That kind of routine, it helps me stay on track. I know that every morning I'm going to work out. After my workout, I'm going to make my protein shake with all my powders in it. After that, I'm going to take my supplements. So if you get routine with this stuff, so keep it simple. I mean, you do routine.
I love
A
routine.
lot of time, if you don't do the routine, you forget.
Actually, I feel like a wimp and like a little like something's wrong with me after there's so much routine that you don't even want to break your routine. You get pissed when you break your routine. I'm like, geez, like what kind of prima donna am I now?
Right.
Like I don't even want to like
Yeah.
go away because I like
Sure.
my routine so much. So, mentally, I think there's a little bit of a double-edged sword there.
Right. Right. But there's also nothing wrong with like having the same breakfast every day. If it's this healthy, balanced breakfast, that's okay. If you're enjoying it and it works for you, like, keep things, again, remove decision fatigue.
That's true. That's right.
So we talked about optimizing protein, which simplifies nutrition, essential aminos, muscle recovery, metabolism, creatine, HMB. Don't forget about the brain, brain strength, metabolism. And we say this over and over again, creatine is not just for gym people. Everybody should be taking it. So it's not about perfection, it's about consistency, right? So again, I do like that example of take one like supplement to introduce or something to introduce every week to be more, and if it's a bigger change, like say it's implementing, say you've optimized sleep, now this year, you're gonna start exercising, you haven't been moving well enough. Okay, you're gonna start to do that week 1 or 2, week 1 to 2, you're gonna add in 3 workouts, and then maybe another 4 and 5 as you progress. And then you're gonna start working on your eating, but if you say, you try to do it all at once, that's a recipe for failure for most people. And then pillar 3 is a big one too, because this often, most 9.9 times out of 10 works against us if we don't support it. You have to support the nervous system, right? The nervous system, if it's stressed, progress stalls. And a lot of times when progress stalls, it ends up failing. You take 1 step forward, 10 steps back. It's one of those things. So chronic stress is stalled weight loss, poor sleep, brain fog, cravings. If you are one of those in the chronic stress zone, maybe you optimize working on that, decreasing your stress first before even focusing on sleep. Because once you get that, decrease your stress and get that under control, other things like sleep will come much easier, right? So you kind of know what's going on based on your life. But I know life can be very stressful. There's lots of things that go on, but it's all about your perception of it. And if you can work on how you perceive things, these stressful events, and how you manage them, it really decreases the stressful burden on your brain, on your body. So a calm calm bodies change faster than stressed bodies. It's just they adapt better, they adapt quicker, and they stay. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Your computer is about to reboot.
Oh no.
Snooze for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Glad I just saw that. Okay, let's talk about Live Good supplement. For the nervous system, magnesium again. And as you notice, magnesium has this it's like the common denominator with like everything. But you've got to work on your stress level. You've got to be taking your magnesium. Talked about our CBN sleep gummies. We also have, for those in the US, we have the CBD oil and our CBD gummies. Those can be taken throughout the day to help with your stress response. It's a really wonderful thing, and it's not a bad thing to rely on that for your health. I mean, CBD does wonderful things for your body, including inflammation. So good stuff. Our methylene blue strips, mental clarity, resilience, like those are, big things when it comes to supporting the nervous system. So when we're doing all this and we're stressed less and we're sleeping better, everything gets easier. So figure out where you need to start in your life and make that the priority. If you want to say come January 1, I'm not big on January 1, resolutions like that, but many people are, and that's great, but just do it in the right way. So, you have a whole entire year to improve upon yourself. Whole entire year. Don't think of it cramming it all into this one day, one month, 1 week, whatever it is. So like, again, it's the same you. Okay, same you. We are not changing. We don't want anybody to change. We just want to improve upon our health, our lifestyle, whatever it may be. Another little, those were the 3 I wanted to talk about, but adding into some strategies, work with your personality, work with your schedule, work with your energy level, which can change. if you are not a morning person, do not try to set that alarm clock an hour early and get yourself up and working out. Stack it on to the end of the day. You know, I'm a morning person. If I tried to work out at the end of the day, I would be ruined. Some people I understand are the exact opposite. I would rather be in bed at 9 p.m. Some people stay up until they're more than the night owls. You know, then you got to work with what works best for you, right? And your energy level. Don't, you know, not every day we're going to be this super energized bunny. So if you're not feeling super strong and energized one day, instead of going for like a harder workout, go on a walk. Instead of like, you know, making a, you know, this salad, maybe go for like a light soup that's a little bit more soothing on the stress. It just seems to me, soup always seems soothing. I feel like that a lot of people think that way.
Fine. I
Right?
agree. Yeah.
So like I said, if mornings are chaos, focus on evenings. If workouts feel too hard, start with walking and protein. If motivation is low, stabilize those nutrients first, right? Again, nutrients, minerals, all that before your body can actually get that motivation going. We also have, like, for beginners with supplements, we do have our daily essentials pack, which is just these guys here, obviously one multivitamin, men or women. Very easy place to start. We have our maximum wellness pack. We have our ultimate weight management pack. We have our detox pack. I mean, there's so many packs that we've put together to give you guys a starting point. And then you need to think about where you need to start. Like I said, if you're a beginner, start with that daily essentials pack. Start with that detox pack. But if you've been taking supplements and you just need to tweak things a little bit and maybe optimize your supplement routine better, go for the ultimate weight management pack if, you know, if weight management is your goal. So we try to help you out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, good stuff. Supplements matter more than willpower. Right? They don't replace habits, but they make habits possible. Right? So interesting, you know, think of it like that. And we'll often talk about when supplements are one of our pillars of health that we like to talk about. It's easy to do. And they optimize your body so everything else that you're going to stack onto it becomes easier. So if you're new here and you have not been taking supplements, maybe your first goal is, I'm going to start supplementing. I'm going to start with the foundational 5, and I'm going to start there and start feeling better. Maybe with that, you stress less because of you're supplementing properly and you're sleeping better, and therefore now you can add in those workouts, and you're doing those workouts, and now you just want to eat really well because you feel really good.
That's right.
I mean, it just
That's
kind
exactly right.
yeah, you just want it to organically
And
feed
it
into
will,
it.
and it does. That's exactly how it works.
But you have to be patient because it's a process. It's a process and it takes time. And we want to be so aggressive and rush things. But remember, you have this whole year to make these changes. Think about that. What else? I'm trying to read my notes. Okay, talking about nutrient gaps, right? We all have certain nutrient depletions. But when you close those gaps, when you fill them, your energy improves, your cravings decrease, your focus improves. Like all of these things, one by one, start to become better, easier in your life. And it helps you be more consistent too. We know with Live Good, guys, we're affordable, which makes it very easy to commit to staying on these routines. You know about all of our dosing is dosed high enough to have the therapeutic benefit. You just need to be taking these consistently every day. And all of our supplements are designed to be stacked. And like I said, we do have those packs on our website that are just guides to help you, you know, with starting points. But I can also help you personally design a stack that's more beneficial. So always available through that email. Yeah, I feel like that was a lot. It's good stuff though, but again, it's a different approach. So be kind to yourself, be kind to your body. Do you have anything to add right now?
No. I mean, that maybe something you came up. You said go slow, or you said go start low. You know, and I've always had that. That's a premise of mine. You know, pharmacy concept. You know, start low, go slow. You don't try to do too much at once. I mean, I really do think that that's good advice.
Right.
You know, it's
like the number one take home.
Yeah.
Right? Progress over perfection.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
you didn't talk at all about goal setting, you know, as far as like how to actually execute on some of these things, you know, like if you wanted to say, increase my protein, make my protein, like how do I, you know, do that, right? Do I set reminders? Do I write it down? Do I track my meals? Like that kind of stuff. And I know that's not what we're doing today. I'm just, there's a lot of, you know.
No, that's great advice because this is also where you have to work with your personality. when I said that, because if you're not a tracker, if you don't want to enter this food in to make sure you're going to be reaching your goals, I mean, I think it's a wonderful thing. Not to necessarily have to do every day, but to see where you are, and what you're lacking in and how to improve. But if you're not one of those, find another way to do it, right? Like you said, if you want to do alarms, set an alarm, just knowing that every maybe 3 hours you should have your 20 grams of protein. I'm just pulling that out of my hat here, just so you can make sure you're getting your adequate protein throughout the day. But work with your personality. Don't do something that you hate doing.
Right.
Because if you hate doing it, you're not going to do
You're
it.
never going to do it.
Yeah. But no, that was a great thing. I mean, we also did one of these last year. I did not go listen to it today, but I think that was a little bit more of like traditional stuff with goal tracking, writing things down.
Right.
So make sure you go back to around this time last year. All of our episodes our trainings are on our YouTube channel, so you can find them. But again, take that one, and I knew I wanted to make this one different. So take that one, listen to that one, and combine it with this one, right? It's very helpful information. You see any questions coming in? Just get started at the micro level and let it build. I like that, Jeff. Yep. So we all tend to go for the macro, right? The big. Start with the micro, start with the little, and stack progress over perfection. But just while Dr. Ryan's looking to see if there are any questions, just remember, who you are and what you are. You're not broken, and you don't need more discipline, because adding more discipline tends to stress us out. Then we're not going to stick with it. You just need better support, right? So figure out what's lacking there and how can you support it better. This is great information too to pass on to a loved one. Soon as we can see things on the outside a little better than they can see from the inside, help them out. Make suggestions. Gift them. We have our gift. We have our gift certificate option too. Gift them a gift certificate to Live Good and allow them to buy the supplements on their own. Allow them to hand them off my email address. So here's a $100 gift certificate from Live Good. These are, I really want to help you improve upon yourself this year. Here's Lisa's email address. She will help you. She's their director of product education. She will help you find a supplement routine that works best for you. Easy, right? And I know we're probably down to the wire of like, oh my gosh, last minute presents. And when you do it with the Live Good gift certificate, we do it for you. It's all via email. So you don't have to wait for anything to come in the mail, because as we know now, shipping is horrible this time of year. So anything you're thinking you're expecting on time is probably not going to be on time. Start with our foundations. Foundational 5. Keep it simple. Let the body catch up to intention. All right, just little things. Just comments, kind of, right?
Yeah. A lot of comments.
Yeah, but get yourself started with a simple stack. And there's no reason to wait until January 1. If you're not taking supplements, guys, go on and get the foundational 5 now. By the time you get it in the mail, like I just said, everything seems to be delayed right now. By the time you get it, you're ready to start your new year off taking your foundational 5. Or if you haven't been utilizing your protein, same thing, get that protein purchase. Make sure you're ready to start it. Or sleep, right? We talked a lot about the sleep. Help your body with the sleep supplements. Help your body with Ultra Magnesium Complex. Help your body with your CBN seed gummies or the sleep patches. Everything that we can do to help ourselves be the best version of ourselves. Not new year, new you. Same new year, same you, but we're just going to support it better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Lisa, thank you for leading the call and putting it on today. This information is super helpful.
I know, I kind of told him, I said, I have.
No, it's great. I'm very impressed. It was a different approach, and I love it. It's nice to hear a break. It's nice to tell people to stop fighting the body and setting unrealistic expectations and goals.
We're not nice to ourselves a lot, so let's be nice to ourselves.
For sure.
All right, guys, well, have a wonderful rest of the day and week. And you can always reach me via email. And again, if you were late to joining us, make sure you subscribe and like and leave us comments, questions. It helps us, and it helps us help you.
Yeah, please do. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.